You're going right down the gravel road. The first black gate is propped open for you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
The start was cool and the forecast was cool temps with a chance of rain. Perfect conditions as long as the rain held out. I had a good position at the start. While I was descending faster than those in front of me, the descents were short enough that they were not holding me up too much.
Thank you.
The flow of the trail is great and the views are amazing. One interesting thing with the Maah Daah Hey trail is that you can see the different types of dirt as you travel along the trail, and there are many of them. My high school days were spent in Watford City, North Dakota, where I traveled 45 minutes in the morning to get to school and 45 minutes after school to get home. I made this journey every day while my mom taught in a one-room school in the Badlands of North Dakota. Back then, I was more into cars and loud stereos than I was into bikes. A few years after I graduated, a man by the name of Nick Ybarra moved into town, decided that he alone would save the Maah Daah Hey trail, the trail that spans from Theodore Roosevelt National Park North Unit to Theodore Roosevelt National Park South Unit. In order to help fund his mission, Nick has created a series of races under the organization Experience Land. In college, I got into cycling, and once I heard about the Maah Daah Hey 100, I knew I had to do it. However, time would pass and I always had an excuse not to drive 3 whole hours to do the race. That changed last year when I needed a good stress relief from life, and I signed up last minute for the Maah Daah Hey 50. Last minute being I signed up Friday in the morning. Packet pickup was between 4 and 8 that day. This ended up being one of my best performances, and after I finished, I knew I had to try the Maah Daah Hey 100. When building my race schedule this year, I decided the Maah Daah Hey 100 was going to be my A race. All my training focused around performing my best for this race. My intervals were focused around the effort Maah Daah Hey 100 would require, and my cut was timed to allow for maximum weight loss, but still having enough energy for a day-long effort. I planned on fueling the Maah Daah Hey 100 by aiming for 400 calories an hour. I had built this up over time and knew that it was possible for me to complete this. My target time was 11 hours, so I needed to figure out how I would get the 4,400 calories I needed along the race course. I estimated that I would have a 20% decrease in overall pace throughout the day, which would allow me to plan what my support crew needed to have for me and what checkpoints I would need them to be at. I had everything planned. I even had a couple backup plans in case things came up, like not being able to ford the river with the car. Passing the first aid station, I was ahead of my 10-hour stretch goal, 11 hours being my main goal. Before the second spot my aid crew met me, it started to sprinkle. I met my support crew, got more fuel, and carried on. The rain continued and slowly got heavier. I got to a part of the Maah Daah Hey 100 called the Devil's Pass, and the moment my wheel touched the pass, it slipped out and I slid down the butte in the slick mud. I gathered myself up, got across the Devil's Pass, and started again on the other side. However, the mud on the other side was bentonite clay, which sticks to everything. Unable to ride the bike, I ended up walking 2 miles to get to the next road, and the amount of mud that had stuck to the bike had made it about a 60-pound bike. By the time I got to the road, the race had been canceled due to rain. In the end, I wasn't able to finish the entire race, but I did have a good event. I was strong, I fueled well, and I was ahead of my target time, almost ahead of my stretch time. I'll definitely be back to do this race again, and if you're looking for a great 100-mile race of mostly single track, this is a good option. Let me know in the comments if you've ridden the Maah Daah Hey 100 or if you plan to in the future. I'll see you in the next one.